מזל טוב. עם מסכת תמיד לפני, הרב אברהם פירוזיאן, שמעון עם מסכת מידות. Chaim Kanievsky says that he heard in our shul there's a siyum every day. Six parsha, the Torah tells us to say counting. Like Chas v'Shalom, people don't understand math. Torah tells us what happens if you sell something. And halacha is whatever you sell really is a temporary sale until Yovel. At the 50th year in the cycle of 50s, everything comes back to the owner. I mean, if you sold something to the land, not talking about moving things, talking about something, a land. Halacha is when you sell it, the sale is only for time being. It means by Yovel, it goes back to the original owner. It's halacha. It depends, some kind of conditions, sometimes raise it, okay, fine. But the concept is that's called Yovel. Yovel means the 50th year, the 50th year after we came back to Eretz Israel. If anybody sold his property, property goes back to him. It's called a sale for time. Okay? Come to Torah and tell you, I want to tell you something. The guy sold it. Let's say it's another 20 years to Yovel. Listen, the price is different from somebody that sells something for 10 years to the Yovel. Because this guy will have the real estate for 20. It means after 20 years, it's going to go back. It means only bought for 20. It means like this. If you take the value of the object that you want to sell and divide it into 50 pieces for 50 years, and every year this is the amount that its value, that property values is, and then you know what the value is. It's not just a price, it's not forever. It's just for a time. Okay, so you divide the time. Okay, so I know. Okay, you're not talking about stupid people. Somebody comes to buy a land. Of course, he knows. He's going to ask the first question. He's looking at the calendar. When is the 50th year? When is Yovel? So it means I buy it for 10 years, 5 years, 1 year, 2 years. Depends the price. You will not pay more. The Torah says, well, that's what you have to do. Again, the text in the Torah. Torah says, listen, when you sell something, you buy something, make sure that you know the accounting. Look at the calendar. I'm not talking about stupid people. Everybody knows that Yovel means you're gonna lose it. He's gonna come back. Of course, he's not gonna pay. Torah says, no, don't cheat, don't cheat, don't cheat. What do you mean don't cheat? What do you mean don't cheat? Of course, the guy knows. That episode appears in this parsha three times. One time by a land, one time by a field, one time by a Jewish slave. It means like this, says the Torah. Somebody bought a Jewish slave. Usually the sale is for 6 years. Okay? What happened in the middle of the 6 years? The guy come back with the money and says, you bought me for this amount of money. Let's say $600. I mean, every year is $100. Okay, I worked for you 2 years, with $200. Pay $400. I go back. No problem. Give me $400. The Torah says again, the same concept. Listen, when you go to redeem that person, you go to take this the Jewish slave only, get him out to become a slave. Make sure counting. Of course, make accounting. I'm not talking about stupid people. Of course, it's accounting. So, if you bought a slave for 6 years, and this is the amount, and if he worked for less than 6 years, and he wants to redeem himself, of course he deducts it. And the Torah takes 3 times. The Torah says, don't forget to deduct. Don't forget to deduct. Even he sold you the property, he sold himself. The Torah Temet. It's a top secret. The Gemara says like this. The Gemara says, the first property that you buy Never sell it. Never. It's not a good mazal to sell it. No. You bought a house, rent it out. Don't sell it. Rent it out. They quote, rent it out. Don't sell it. It's not good for you. What's behind it? What means it's not good for you? What does it mean exactly? I bought a house. I bought a field. I don't need it now. I sell it. Don't. The first one don't. What's the The Gemara says that the Ari says as well, and sale is not a joke. What it means is like this. When you buy, doesn't matter what you buy. What it means is the neshama of the person that sold it gets away from that object, and your neshama goes inside. Nefesh Adam mitpashet b'mamono. Your soul spreads being and what you own. כי נפש הוא חבר תורה, זה פסוק in the Torah. The person steals something, you don't steal the object. You're still part of the neshama of the person. כי נפש הוא חבר תורה says in the text. It's not I own it. You don't own nothing. Everything belongs to Hashem. But it means like this. Whatever you have, it means part of the neshama is inside this object. That's what it's like. You go, you buy something, and it says you bought it. What it means is that person disconnect himself from the thing, from the object, and yeah, new neshama. That's the secret of a sale. That's what the Gemara says: do not buy, do not sell the first object that you bought. You know why? Because you bought the first object, it means your neshama got connected to that object. When you're gonna sell it, you sell your mazal to the Gemara. Mazal? What do you mean? I don't need this property. No, you don't understand. That object, that thing that you own right now is your part. The first one, don't get rid of it because the neshama is connected. That's really the secret of business. It doesn't mainly it goes by real estate, but land, by field, by houses. But he never said. Maybe Altimco says, try not to sell things. Just buy. Don't rent it out. The biggest real estate liquid assets in New York State, never sell. Never. Don't sell it. Why you have to sell it? Don't sell it. Take a mortgage. Don't sell it. Don't sell nothing. Only buy it. You don't need it, rent it out. You don't, leave it in your house. Don't sell things. Don't, because it means you sell your neshama. You sell your nefesh. You sell a world. That's the secret of his expert. The person has three parts in his neshama. One is in his head, one is in his heart, one is in his liver. Nefesh, ruach, neshama, naran. It's called in Kabbalah. It says you have those things that you own, your house, your furniture, everything that you have in your house. It's yours, not because it's mine. Everything belongs to us. You don't ever think that you own it. I don't own nothing. Person is to think that he is poor all the time. It's to think this will have to go up. Ozer Dalim. Hashem helps whoever thinks he is poor. Ozer Dalim is poor. Always have to think I'm not, I don't own it. It's not mine. But my neshama is inside. Oh, my neshama, I don't know my neshama. That's Hashem. But Hashem put part of my neshama inside that object. That that's the secret of our life. It's part of the explanation in Mishnah Pirkei Avot. Mine is yours and yours is yours. What does it mean? Mine is yours and yours and yours. What does it mean? It means mine. You tell Hashem, say, mine is yours. What do you mean? Of course, it's yours. No, it means I own nothing. But it's mine because my neshama is. And yours is yours. Your neshama is yours is yours. That's what it means. That's the secret of our life. Not somebody takes away from you. I mean, it's stole my neshama. Oh, maybe it's not mine. I mean, it's not yours. because my neshama is not inside. The person can so-called depart himself. He's connected himself from the object. But be careful, your neshama is inside. Excuse me. Let's think of this parasha. Torah tells you, I want to tell you, don't cheat. Okay, I'm not cheating. Listen. You sold something. You have to know the sale is a time sale because Yovel is coming. What are you trying to tell me? I know. You don't understand. When these guys sold it to me, he departed from that house. Not my soul is inside it. I bought a house. Okay. You didn't buy a house. You acquired a piece to correct your neshama. That's for a sale. Excuse me. Now comes the Yovel. You say, okay, give it back. Hold it. Hold it. I don't give it back. I don't give it back. He just told me when I buy something, he gave me a lecture that my neshama is inside. Okay. So what happened now? What happened? You ever take it back? Yeah. Well, okay, but I don't know the accounting thing. I don't like this accounting. When I paid the full value. So what does it mean now? He takes it back. What does it mean? He goes back. He says to give you back the money per year. It means to give you back your connection to that object. Because you give it back, you lost it. But when you bought it, you bought it. You bought it. You have your neshama inside. So he's gonna go back. So what's gonna be back? So I said, listen. If it's more years, it means the neshama was collected for more. I said, give it back. That's what it says in the Torah 3 times. That subject. I know first of all, I don't know if to know it anyway from the Torah. I know accounting myself. Anyway, the Torah says 3 times. One, a regular real estate, one by a field, and one by a person that sells himself to be a slave. Those 3 parts comply with the 3 parts of the neshama that we have. Sometimes it's your neshama connects. It depends the object. Sometimes it's your ruach from the heart. Sometimes from your liver. Because the person has 3 parts of his neshama in his system. The neshama is in our head, the wind is on our heart, and if it's in our liver, and then the Torah repeats it, you should know, depends the object that you buy. Some object you connect to your neshama. It means part of your neshama. Some objects are part of your ruach, or your heart. Some objects part of your nefesh, of your liver. And so as to say, in all 3 objects, you still have to do the same thing, which means when you bought it, it's true, got connected to you, but comes the over, you should know you should calculate it because you have to give back. I mean, at that moment, God gives you so-called the right, so-called to give back to the part from it. So make sure you depart from it. Depart from it, it means you bought it only for the certain time. When you bought it, you didn't buy forever. It means so-called you bought part of your neshama has to be something from life before that you needed to have that part inside you. And so you bought it. Now time Yom is coming, so you have to return it. It means the sale was only for time sale. As the Torah repeats, be careful, but don't cheat, don't lie. Whenever you buy, should be with honesty, because otherwise you don't get what you're supposed to get. And sometimes you get the wrong thing. It's poison. So that's the secret. If you take something that belongs to you, it means you neshama get involved. If something should not get involved. It means the poison the own neshama. That's Hashem hates so much theft and cheating because when you take something that belongs to you, it means connect. You connect yourself. Something should not be connected. It's not connected inside you. It's like you take 2 wires and you connect them. If it's not electrician, you don't know how to connect it. Fire comes. The fire department comes. And what happens? Something with the wire. Person is to know whatever he owns, he owns. If he doesn't want to. He should always have calculated in his head what I need, what's mine, in order, chas shalom, not to have an explosion. And as the Gemara says, Hashem brought him a bull because of theft. 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 What's theft so bad? It means fire. Because Hashem made them, the water of the Mabul hot. The water was boiling. Excuse me. Because we took things that don't belong to us. It also it means you take neshama. You mix neshamot, you mix power, you mix energy, and becomes fire. As the Torah tells us, listen, be careful, careful business, be careful. As the Gemara says, before you come to Gan Eden, they ask you, "Na satata b'amuna," did you conduct your business with honesty? That's you have to ask me. Come to Gan Eden, you have to ask me, do you keep Shabbat? Don't ask me if you keep Shabbat. Did you do this? No. I ask you, did you conduct your business with honesty? What does it mean exactly? What does it mean? If you don't sell or buy with honesty, you mix those powers. It means in Shama, your nefesh, your ruach, in your Shama in your head, your ruach in your heart, your nefesh in your liver, they all got mixed up. They all got have bad energy inside. Together, with good energy is this explosion in the system. Which this, of course, means upstairs is explosion as well. The Lord tells you, "Kadosh Kadosh Baruch Hu Emet." Hashem step is Emet. To be Emet, and we talk about